Welcome to Technically You, the podcast that makes cybersecurity, tech, and innovation easier to understand without putting you to sleep.
Today, we're cracking open the vault on one of the web's oldest, yet still very active attack types, cross-site scripting, better known as XSS. So what is cross-site scripting, XSS?
At its core, XSS is a client-side code injection attack. It happens when an attacker tricks a website into delivering malicious scripts, usually JavaScript, to unsuspecting users.
The key word there is tricks, because the attacker doesn't hack the server. They manipulate how the user's browser interprets data, causing it to run malicious code as if it came from the trusted site itself.
That script could steal session cookies, hijack accounts, deface pages, redirect users, or even deploy malware. And it all looks totally legit, because the script is embedded in a site you already trust.
You might be wondering, is XSS still a problem in 2025? Absolutely. According to the latest OWASP Top 10, injection flaws, including XSS, are still among the most common vulnerabilities. Even with modern frameworks and browser defenses, XSS persists.
Case in point. In early 2024, a well-known e-commerce site was found to have a DOM-based XSS flaw in its search suggestion feature. A hacker injected a script that redirected users to a fake login page. It wasn't discovered for months.
And earlier this year, 2025, researchers found stored XSS vulnerabilities in several Chrome browser extensions with over 1 million users combined. These flaws could let attackers run code every time you open your browser.
Let's break down the three main types of XSS, each with modern twists.
Stored XSS, also called persistent XSS, this one's especially nasty. The malicious script is saved, stored, in a database or content field. Every user who visits the infected page runs the attacker's script.
There is also reflected XSS, which is more immediate. The script is in a link or URL parameter, and it's reflected in the page response without being stored.
Finally, there is DOM-based XSS, which is a JavaScript attacking JavaScript. It happens entirely in the client-side DOM, meaning even server-side validation can miss it.
Here is a quick technical flow of how XSS works. User input is accepted by a web application. The input is not properly escaped, validated, or sanitized. That input gets rendered as an executable script on a web page. And the user's browser executes that script in the context of the site's domain.
That means the attacker's script can access the same cookies, session tokens, and DOM as the real user. Scary stuff.
Let's talk about what attackers are actually doing with XSS today. Session hijacking, stealing cookies to impersonate users. Keylogging, embedding invisible keyloggers into comment sections or contact forms. Crypto wallet theft, injecting scripts to modify blockchain addresses on page load. Credential phishing, replacing real login forms with fake ones. Drive-by malware, loading malware from third-party domains via iframe or script injection.
One particularly clever attack in 2023 used XSS to auto-submit a user's form and silently change payment details during checkout. The user hit pay, but the money went to the attacker's wallet.
Here's the good news. XSS is preventable if you use the right tools and practices. Input validation. Never trust user input. Validate types, formats, and length. Output encoding. Convert less than, greater than, double quote and single quote into harmless HTML entities before rendering. Content security policy. CSP. Use strict CSP headers to block inline scripts and unauthorized sources. HTTP only. Cookies, set session cookies as HTTP only to make them unreadable by JavaScript. Use frameworks with built-in protection. React, Angular, and Vue have built-in XSS defenses. Sanitize third-party scripts. Don't just trust every NPM package or script tag.
And don't forget penetration testing and code reviews. Tools like Burp Suite, OWASP Zap, and automated scanners like Snike can help catch XSS before it goes live.
For devs and security teams, here are a few XSS testing and simulation tools. Burp Suite, great for discovering reflected and stored XSS. OWASP Zap, free and open source with active scanning. XSS Hunter, allows you to detect blind XSS attacks. FuzzDB, payload database for input fuzzing. Any final thoughts?
Yes, XSS is proof that your web app is only as secure as the weakest tag. One field, one comment box, one JavaScript call can open the door to a world of trouble.
So build secure, test often, and remember, the user isn't the only one looking at your website. Attackers are too.
That's it for this episode of Technically You. Smash that subscribe button, share with your dev team, and tune in next time as we tackle more threats hiding in your tech stack.
Stay protected, stay technical, and stay curious.